Hello everyone, and today we are going to discuss about fundamental duties. And as you all know that in our previous video we were discussing about fundamental duties, the meaning of fundamental duties, what are fundamental duties, and now we are going to discuss about the remaining things regarding fundamental duties which were uncovered in the previous video. So let's start. As we all know that fundamental duties are a part of our Indian constitution, but do you know that fundamental duties were not a part of the original constitution, which means originally the fundamental duties were not incorporated in the Indian constitution. Later on in the year 1976 through 42nd Amendment Act, the conception of fundamental duties were being incorporated in our Indian constitution. Those who do not have political science background, for them I am telling you what is an amendment. An amendment is basically a procedure through which we can modify our constitution, through which we can modify the constitution, through which we can add something in the constitution, through which we can remove something from the constitution, what already exists in our constitution. Also we can say it is a tool or mechanism of modification. Okay, so through 42nd Amendment in the year 1976, the conception of fundamental duties were incorporated in our Indian constitution earlier or originally, which were not a part of our Indian constitution. Next we will discuss the most important feature regarding fundamental duties, that fundamental duties are neither justiciable nor enforceable. Why? Because before that we need to understand, as we all know, that fundamental duties are the important most duties of the citizens of a nation as determined by the nation itself. The citizens must need to obey, must need to follow, must need to practice the fundamental duties. They need to show respect towards the fundamental duties. But even if some citizen is not showing respect or not obeying the fundamental duties, then what will happen? The answer is, even if some citizen violates the fundamental duties or disrespects the fundamental duties, then he or she will not push into jail. He or she will not push into the court of law, because if someone violates the fundamental duties, the court of law cannot consider it as a punishable offense or as an offense, because by nature the fundamental duties are non-justiciable as well as non-enforceable. So this is the most important feature regarding fundamental duties, that they are, means fundamental duties are not justiciable and also not enforceable. They are non-justiciable as well as non-enforceable. We need to understand that. Next, which part of our Indian constitution deals with the conception of fundamental duties, and which article or articles deals with the conception of fundamental duties? The answer is part 4A of our Indian constitution deals with the conception of fundamental duties, and article 51A deals with the conception of fundamental duties. And for your general knowledge, general information, I am telling you that Indian constitution, it has total 465 articles at present, and the Indian constitution is divided into 25 parts, and it has 12 schedules. But originally Indian constitution, it had 395 articles, and it was divided into 22 parts, and it had 8 schedules. But now it had 12 schedules. It is divided into 25 parts, and at present it has 465 number of articles. Out of the 465 5 articles, Article 51A, and out of 25 parts, Part 4A deals with the conception of fundamental duties. Part 4A and 51A deals with the conception of fundamental duties. Next, we need to know by which committee's recommendation the conception of fundamental duties were being incorporated in our Indian Constitution. The answer is by the recommendation of the Swaran Singh Committee in the year 1976. In the year 1976, by the recommendation of the Swaran Singh Committee, the fundamental duties were being incorporated in the Indian Constitution. Next, even if the fundamental duties were being incorporated in the year 1976, but it came into effect in the year 1977. So, by the recommendation of the Swaran Singh Committee in the year 1976, the fundamental duties were being incorporated in our Indian Constitution, and it came into force after 1 year, which means it came into force in the year 1977. Okay. So, next we need to know the total number of fundamental duties. In our Indian Constitution, we do have total 11 number of fundamental duties. Originally, we had 10 number of fundamental duties. Later on, in the year 2002, through 86 Amendment Act, one more duty was being added in the list of fundamental duties. So, with that, at present, we have total 11 number of fundamental duties. So now we are going to discuss about all the fundamental duties one by one. Okay. So the first fundamental duty, number 1, we have is to abide the Constitution of India and respect its ideals and institutions, national flag and national anthem. I repeat, the number 1 first fundamental duty is to abide the Indian Constitution and respect its ideals, institutions, national flag and national anthem. Second number is to cherish and follow the noble ideals which inspired the national struggle for freedom. Next, number 3 is to protect the sovereignty, to uphold the sovereignty, integrity and unity of India. Next, number 4 is to defend the country and render national services when called upon to do so. Next number is to promote harmony and the spirit of brotherhoodness. To promote harmony and the spirit of brotherhoodness among the people of India, irrespective of caste, community, creed, anything. Next, number 6 is to value and preserve the heritage composite culture of the nation. Next number is to protect and improve the natural environment. Next, number 8 is to develop scientific temper, humanism and the spirit of inquiry. Next, number 9 is to safeguard public property and abjure violence. Next, number 10 is strive towards excellence in all spheres of individual and collective activity so the nation constantly rises. And the last and number 11 fundamental duty is to provide educational opportunities to the children between the age of 6 to 14. So these are the fundamental duties. With this, we are finishing the conception of fundamental duties in brief, and I do hope you understand. In the next video, we will meet with a new topic. Till then, take care. We'll meet soon.